What you know about fear is actually dead wrong. You see, fear is a liar, and yet we let it dictate our lives. We let it mold our identities, and it carves the boundaries of our potential. You see, we're held captive by these invisible chains, most of which we don't even realize we're dragging on. Well, what if you were able to say to yourself that this stops today? Because I'm about to share a truth with you that actually might shock you, but I assure you it has the power to radically transform your life. And that's why I want to tell you this. We're all born with just two fears. That's it. Number one, the fear of falling. And if you've had a child, you've seen this before. Number two, the fear of loud noises. Every other fear, yes, every single one is learned. You know, we're not born with the fear of failure or rejection or abandonment or not being enough. We learn these fears. And guess what? What is learned can also be unlearned. I mean, imagine your fears like books in a library. Over time, you've accumulated a vast collection in this library of yours, lining the shelves with fear after fear. So is it time to reevaluate this collection and begin some serious decluttering off the shelves of your fear? This process is simple. It actually starts with understanding the crucial facts that all these fears, with the exception of the two that I just mentioned, were learned. We absorbed them sometime in our life from our surroundings, our experience. Maybe it was the people we trusted. We were born into this world with blank slates. We were like open books to be written on. Unfortunately, most of what got scribbled onto the pages of our book was fear. But fear is a parasite too. It feeds on your potential. It stifles your growth. It keeps you playing small. It distorts your reality and also obscures the phenomenal person that you truly are. In my years of working over 1,000 entrepreneurs and business owners, I've witnessed firsthand how these self-imposed fears, these limiting beliefs, blind even the most successful among us. The shocking truth is, I have yet to find a single limiting belief that was 100% factually true in another person. Think about that. We are bombarded with an avalanche of thoughts every single day, between 65,000 and 85,000 of them. And sadly, most of them are negative. Our brains are wired for survival, not to thrive. And our brain is always working overtime to keep us in comfort zones. However, realizing that these limiting beliefs are not factually true, that gives you the power to change the narrative. You can turn your brain from your biggest foe to your biggest friend. But how? Number one, it starts with recognition. When a limiting belief comes knocking on the door of your mind, and trust me, it absolutely will, don't slam it shut, invite it, acknowledge it. This is the first step. Just dismissing the fear will ultimately just bury it deeper into your mind. Number two, the second step is to refute that limiting belief. Because knowing that it's likely not even true, not factually true, that is, question the belief, challenge it, ask yourself, is this limiting belief really true? I mean, is it really true? And more often than not, you'll find that it's actually a lie. Are you really not capable? Do you really not have what it takes? Are you really not the right person to do the thing that you feel you should do or feel that maybe you're called to do? Well, the third and final step is to install a new empowering belief. Yes, you can choose your beliefs. I mean, after all, you chose to believe fear, right? So why not choose an empowering belief? Usually this new belief is the polar opposite of like a limiting belief, for example. This new belief will free you from the lie you told yourself and lead you to do the thing that your fear was keeping you from in the first place. Now, once you have that installed, ask yourself if that new belief will get you what you want. If the answer is yes, then guess what? You are on the right track. Remember, courage doesn't actually mean that you're scared. Courage means you're scared, but you do it anyways. It's actually about recognizing your fear, embracing your discomfort, and pushing through it. All you have to do is use that 3-step framework that I gave you to bust through your fears and install new empowering beliefs. You'll develop a muscle, even an ability to face bigger fears head on. So I want to invite you to rewrite the narrative of your life. I mean, think about this fear and how much it's shackled you, because you're only allowed to have whatever fears you choose to have. But you're stronger than those fears. And the key to freedom lies in your hands. You have the ability to unleash your potential, to unshackle yourself. You are much more powerful than your fears will let you believe. I want to invite you to read a book, Commit First. Go to commitfirstbook.com. I'm giving it away for free. All you have to do is pay shipping and handling, commitfirstbook.com, because it really does help you overcome these fears and achieve your impossible in life. So if you want an adventure to eliminate your fears or reduce them as much as possible and move forward on who you were called to be, go to commitfirstbook.com, get the book, and let us help you overcome your fears and commit to the most important commitment you can in your life, and that is yourself. Thanks, guys.